Welcome to this edition of Mayor's Report Livermore. I'm your host, Dr. Marshall Camina. Joining me today is Mayor John Marchand from the city of Livermore.
It's always a pleasure to be here, Marshall.
Welcome, 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 especially this time of year.
It is. Busy time of year.
Oh, I thank you for coming.
It's the holiday edition of the TV 30 Mayors Report.
You got it. What topics might you like to cover today in Mayor's Choice?
Well, first thing, we always cover Mayor's Choice, and on Monday, I was out at Del Val High School, and they have a phenomenal program there. It's a bicycle repair program, and it started out originally in 2014, and it was as an after-school program, and then it evolved, and it's now a school elective, so you can choose to take the class. The classes are specifically designed to be smaller classes, so there's a lot of personal instruction. So it's less than 10 students, but it starts out with donated bicycles in all manner of assembly or disassembly, all manner of repair. So the students at Del Val first diagnose what's wrong with the bike, and then they, with supervision, repair the bicycle. So it's repaired, they clean it up, photograph it, and then post it to their website. And these are given away to individuals, to families, to organizations. I remember a few years back, we had the celebration of the 1,000th bicycle that they repaired and gave away.
In that program?
So now, I was out there on Monday, and they've given away over 2,500 bicycles. In fact, on Monday, they came out and picked up 50 or 60 bicycles for the Boys and Girls Clubs in Oakland. But they've given away bicycles to groups in Sacramento, to San Jose, all over the Bay Area. And what's really cool about the program is it gives the students an opportunity to learn how to use tools, how to diagnose problems, learning to use tools. So, one of the graduates of the program is now a bike tech over at my buddy's bike shop.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, right across from Lucky's, and or Safeway, and others have gone on in the trades as carpenters or even welders. So it's a great program, so kids aren't afraid to diagnose a problem and then to use tools. And the idea is to actually fix stuff.
Where do you get the welders?
Pardon me?
Where do you get the welders?
How do you get through all of it?
No, the welders themselves.
Oh, the welders, well, so they're not afraid of using their hands. So I don't think they're actually welding the bikes, but they may well be doing that. But the idea is to encourage young people, because college is not going to be right for everybody. So how do you encourage kids to use their hands? Because right now we're in such a disposable society. If something breaks, you just buy a new one. Well, this is the idea of taking these broken down bicycles, fixing them to back new condition, and then giving them away. So you can actually go online to https sites, SITES, sites.google.com/view/Del Val bikes. And you can apply for a free bicycle, you can donate a bicycle, but it's a great program to train kids to using tools and to give away the bicycles.
Everybody wins.
Everybody wins. It's a wonderful program, and it's been there for over 10 years.
No kidding.
Yep.
Wow. I'd like to touch on the holiday parade and the celebration. That's so close to my heart and to yours too, I hope. This had a great turnout and there was no rain. I'm wondering if you could tell us about it.
Well, there were over 70 entries in the parade, 70 floats. The Altamont Cruisers were there with the Grand Marshal, which in this case was the Concannon family, long-standing family in Livermore. But they were our Grand Marshals. and they also had Alden Lane Nursery was there. Livermore and Granada High Band were there. The sports teams were there. We had the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts were there. Livermore Rodeo was there. So Del Cielo Brewery. So last year, Shadow Puppet was the brewery over there on Arroyo Vista, and they had this gigantic sleigh that was their float entry. This year, Del Cielo has taken over the site at Shadow Puppet, and they brought in this giant cabin cruiser. This ship was going down First Street. So it was a lot of fun. It's probably the biggest crowd I've ever seen. There were people had their chairs set up, and they were 10 chairs back from the street. It was a tremendous crowd. Everybody had a great time. The Livermore Pleasanton Fire Department with the big hook and ladder truck brought in Santa Claus, and then we had the Livermore Valley School District students choir singing at the stage. There were 3 stage setups to announce the parade, but it was a great time. Everybody had a marvelous time, and then we had the Christmas tree lighting countdown because we now have an animatronic tree at Lizzie Fountain. So we had the countdown, and of course, unfortunately, Bruce the Spruce died. There used to be a gas station on the site. We now have Livermorium Plaza on that site.
Do you know that gas station, we mentioned the florist a few minutes ago, Jack Williams was his name, and it was a Shepherd station. He's the one who was the father of the nursery.
Jack Williams Courtright.
Yes.
Alden Lane.
Isn't that something?
So Jack owned that site.
Yes, he did.
Okay, and we have Jack Williams Park now
there you go.
here in Livermore. But I wasn't where he had the gas station, but it was an old Chevron station,
right.
And there was a lot of contaminated soil.
Right.
In fact, we had to haul out 1,700 cubic yards of contaminated soil before we put the park on the site. But unfortunately, Bruce's roots got down into the contaminated soil. Bruce died, so we decided that we would have an animatronic tree across the street at Lizzie Fountain. And that's what we have now. And there's one, they do the Carol of the Bells by Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and that's my favorite. It's great. So more than you wanted to know.
Well, let me mention about that excitement that our viewers can watch the parade throughout the season and right here on TV 30.
It's great because to be able to relive that and to see the kids out there, the rodeo queens that are out there, it's just a great time and to relive that.
70 floats.
70 entries in there. It was great.
Yeah, entries, okay.
Yeah.
With regard to a review of 2025, might you tell us about some of the significant accomplishments of the city of Livermore for that year, for this year that we're in?
Well, I am fortunate to work with people that are passionate about what they do. And of course, one of the things that makes Livermore remarkable is the open space around Livermore. You know, Livermore, as you well know, in 2002, we passed an urban growth boundary, and you were on the council when that happened.
That was very peaceful.
Yeah. But we had to collect the signatures, and we got that in place. So one of the remarkable things about Livermore is that urban growth boundary around us. Well, it's a never-ending battle to protect that. So the city over the last year has acquired over 300 acres of strategically placed open space that the city has now bought.
Oh, actual purchase.
We bought the land, so it is now protected in perpetuity.
The north side?
As I say, that's a long time. It is primarily, it's on the north and on the east side. Interestingly enough, there's a group called Citizens for Balanced Growth, and they CBG, yeah, and they oppose the city acquiring permanent open space. Now, I don't understand what their thinking is behind that, but it's permanent open space that will be preserved in perpetuity to ensure that we keep that green belt around the city. We've got 41 acres at the Quint property. There's a Gokin property, 81 acres. The Hartford property was 82 acres. And Greenville was 125 acres.
Well, where's Bing Crosby in this project?
Well, we're still working on that parcel. Harry Crosby, his son, still has land, but that's over on the Dublin side. But I found out that at Darcy Kent, the barn at Darcy Kent's was originally Bing's barn, and that's why they have the red varietal Bing's barn. He originally owned that parcel.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Small weird world, but all of these have significant biological, scenic, or recreational value, but they are now permanent open space.
Thank you. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back on this edition of Mayor's Report Livermore in just a moment. Welcome back to this edition of Mayor's Report Livermore. We are here talking with Mayor John Marchand from the city of Livermore. Well, Mayor Marchand, I'll bet you and a whole bunch of us are looking forward to 2026. You've had many changes in 25, but what do you see on the horizon for 2026?
Well, first off, you may have heard there's an election coming up in 2026, and I am running. I'm going to run for mayor and
well, you've only served 20 terms.
Pardon me?
You've only served 20 terms.
Well, you changed all that, and so I could actually come back. But so we got the election coming up in November, and District 1 is currently Councilmember Evan Branning, who was my vice mayor, rolled off of that. And then District 2 is currently represented by Councilmember Barrientos. And so there will be elections for the 3 new council members.
Have they all declared?
Evan Branning did. I haven't heard anything from Councilmember Barrientos, but I said people have asked me about it, and I'm in. I haven't formally declared, but I guess now I have. So also in 2026, the city of Livermore is turning 150 years old. So you may remember that we had the 150th anniversary of our founding. Well, this is the 150th anniversary of the incorporation, where we actually became a city. And that was April 1st, 1876 is when we were incorporated. So we're going to start the celebration. We're going to kick it off in May, because the weather will be a little better. So on May 28th at the State of the City address, we will have the kickoff for the 150th anniversary, and that's going to continue the entire month of June. Also, the Centennial light bulb is turning 125 years old.
It's still kicking.
Still burning. So we've got a party planned for that, June 6th. We're planning that party. Cal Water is turning 100. LPFD, the Livermore Pleasanton Fire Department, is turning 30. So there's a lot of things to celebrate in 2026.
30 years old? I thought it was just the other day.
Yeah, you were there. Stu,
Yes.
Chief Stu Gary was the one that was in charge of that.
Yes.
Brought everybody together.
I think of him often.
Yep, good guy.
Now, does the city of Livermore offer any help to residents who have more leaves than their grain waste bin will hold?
Absolutely. So we have a leaf pickup. So it's a free seasonal leaf pickup. Because one of the problems is the leaves will gather around the storm drains, and it backs up the water, and that's when the streets flood. So we actually have it's a big vacuum cleaner that comes around and sucks up the leaves. So what we ask people to do is to, if they fill up their green bins and they don't have room, then they can place the excess leaves near the green bins, and then we'll come by one day prior to the street sweeping and suck up the leaves. So if they can collect the leaves, put it by the green waste. It's the week after Thanksgiving and runs through mid-February.
Okay.
And so based on weather conditions, we'll adjust that. But they can also come by and by request through the city's 311 service, we'll also collect bagged leaf-only material. We don't want the regular garbage, but leaves only we can do. But they can go to the City Streets website for more information. But they can just collect the leaves, put it by the green waste, and the day before the waste collection or before the street sweeping, we'll suck up the leaves.
That's a really good program, isn't it?
It is. Well, it prevents the streets from flooding.
How often would it be?
It's every week.
Every week?
Every week.
Now, some of us have been enjoying live holiday trees and decorations. What's the proper way to dispose of them after the holidays?
Well, a couple of different ways. So the Livermore has a free curbside tree collection program, and that's available from January 5th through January 16th. Place your tree at the curb by 6 a.m. on your regular garbage service day, and during that 2-week collection period, and make sure you take off the stand, the lights, decorations before you set it out. And if the tree is taller than 5 feet, we ask that you cut it in half so they can be more easily stuffed into the back of the truck. Multifamily residents may take advantage of the holiday tree collection service, also available from January 5th through the 9th. But they'll need to reach out to their property managers to find out where the best place to put the trees, for what drop-off location is going to be the best location. Again, trees must be clean, all stands, lights, and decorations removed. Unfortunately, flocked and artificial trees are not available to be picked up this way. So if the people have the tree flocking, the artificial snow, that way they can't be composted, because what we do typically with these trees is we grind them up and use them for compost. The Scouts are also collecting the trees and wreaths. That'll be on January 3rd, so if you want to get rid of it a little bit sooner, they charge a nominal donation to send a Scout to camp. So for more information on that, go to www.scoutgreen.org, or you can email scoutgreentrees@gmail.com. So once again, scoutgreen.org or scoutgreentrees@gmail.com.
Well, I was wondering if the Scouts were doing it, because with my years with the Scouts, it was 6 in a row, and boy, you're tired when you finish picking those up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Are there any upcoming events you'd like to highlight for us?
Well, we've got the Winter Reading Olympics that started on December 1st, continues through January 15th at all branches of the library, all 3 branches, the main, Springtown, and Rincon libraries. Participants of all ages can log their time spent reading at the free Bean Stack, BEANSTACK, the Bean Stack app, or on paper game boards, which are available at the library. For further information, people can call 925-373-5505. That's 373-5505. There's also a story walk at Sycamore Grove Park. You can read a story as you walk through the park with the family. The story walk is an ongoing program where a book is installed page by page along the Magpie Nature Loop. And that's
Where is the
Sycamore Grove
Magpie
Park.
Nature Loop?
The Magpie Nature Loop. Those big black and white birds with the yellow bills. So you can walk through this thing, and there's stories. The story is marked along the trail, so you can read page by page as you hike along. This the book this month is On a Mushroom Day. That's by Chris Baker and Alexandra Finkel Day, and that's the Story Walk book. And it's going to be December through January 2026.
Anything else you'd like to share with us?
Well, we've got the Citizen Police, or the Community Police Academy is coming up. The registration is open for that. It's a 15-week educational program where you get to go behind the scenes at the police department. You get to do a ride-along, work with the Dispatch Center, the Real-Time Awareness Center, and the VirTra training system. It's a virtual reality training system, which is very, very cool. And that's something that people can participate in. As I said, it's a 15-week program. They can go to the police website and look up Community Police Academy and enroll for that. A lot of the people that enroll are really fired up about the community. They become our ambassadors, and they also continue to volunteer at our or the Community Police Academy Alumni Association. So a lot of those folks tend to come out and volunteer for the Holiday Sights and Sounds Parade as well as the rodeo parade.
Well, I'm going to personally make sure that on June the 6th, I'm at the light bulb celebration. That's a fascinating story, isn't it?
I was there for the 100th anniversary, and I was there for the 1 millionth hour, and so now we're the 125 years. So it's quite the light bulb.
Well, on that thought, let me thank you for being here and updating us. And thank you for watching this edition of Mayor's Report Livermore. Join us for the next episode of Mayor's Report right here on Tri-Valley TV. I'm Dr. Marshall Kamina, and I thank you for joining us.